Whatever needs to happen to help you will happen. Whoever needs to appear to teach you will appear. It is the law. Dr. Zelenko became a household name when he developed his world-famous Zelenko protocol. To make sure that everybody had access to his immune-boosting formula, he created Z-Stack, my family's immune-boosting supplement of choice. Along with Z-Detox, Z-Flu, and Z-Shield, Z-Stack has helped countless families stay healthy and protected. With every purchase of Dr. Zelenko's products, you also support the Zelenko Freedom Foundation in their tireless work to promote and reinstate medical freedom for all. Click the link down below, use coupon code INSPIRE to save and protect your family today. Give the people what they want. As an artist and songwriter, I've heard this line a million times. Label heads, publishers, producers, promoters, managers, they all say it. Sometimes they will add the following. The people don't know what they want, so you have to show them what to want. See, a lot of what I observe in this age of the awakening that we find ourselves in is very similar to that notion. Give the people what they want. So what do the people want? Mostly, people want to remain in their comfort zones and within the confines of the worldview they currently hold. The whole purpose of the awakening, however, is to realize that the current worldview is but one perspective on the journey to truth, and that journey is far from being over. Our friend David Icke once said, "No one is awake. We're all just awakening." It has been described by many scholars and researchers that the entities that have been seeking to exude total control over humanity for a very long time have no emotional consequences for their actions. They don't distinguish between right or wrong, good or bad. They have an objective and use whatever means necessary to achieve it. While being this way would seem to be the greatest punishment I could think of, I sometimes wish we could look at truth and facts in a similarly unbiased way. Oh, it can't be. They would never do that. If this were true, the media would talk about it. Of course, you've heard these lines 1,000 times before. See, truth and facts do not really matter whatsoever to most people. What matters to them is a sense of comfort and stability, even if it is built on nothing but lies and falsehood. The level of cognitive dissonance within these people is staggering. But what about us and our own cognitive dissonance? What about our confirmation bias? What about our own perception of knowing what is going on or having done our research and seeing the truth? The reason why I'm bringing all of this up is this. The Great Awakening, which means something slightly different depending on who you ask, isn't just aimed at the physical senses. It's not just a waking up to the conspiracies and atrocities of the physical world. The real awakening is really the awakening of the spirit within, and that journey cannot be made through more research and an ever-increasing intake of information. It is a decision that has to be made on your innermost level because it is deeply intimate. It's the decision to reunite with God, the Creator. Not the Christian God, not the Muslim God, or any other predefined entity that's been described to you. God, the Creator, cannot be described in words. It's been tried over and over again, but it is not possible. Some stories come closer than others, but no words truly exist for what the union with the Creator feels like. In order for that to happen, it is not enough to just set the intention. It's not enough to just show up for your meditation and prayer practice. You have to be willing to die. Not physically, but on all other levels. You have to be willing to remove every ounce of your ego and kill every habit and trait that keeps you from experiencing the union. You have to be radical with yourself. And that is a path few are willing to take because it is the opposite of comfort and coziness and stability in the worldly sense. Just like the outward truth-seeking and awakening journey, the true spiritual awakening journey usually first leads through the valley of darkness. It reveals everything, the vast and hidden territory within you. And just how does one do that? How do you unite with God, the Creator? You first have to make the decision. You have to desire it with such intensity that all your other desires pale in comparison. It must be the most important thing of your life. Now, that does not mean that you get to neglect your worldly obligations and duties that you committed to. It just means that you prioritize your life differently. Once the decision is made, the way will begin to appear. And please make no mistake, I'm not talking about believing in God, thinking about God, talking about God, or writing about God. I'm not even talking about giving up your current religious practices, like going to church, reading the Bible, or the Bhagavad Gita, or the Quran. But the decision to know of God, read about Him, and pray to Him is very different from the decision to unite with God, the Creator. I know that when I talk about this, more often than not, it's the opposite of what people want to hear. Because uniting with God, when it's really experienced, it changes everything. It must. The only thing that matters to you then is truth. And I mean the real truth. Not the fleeting, ever-changing, perceptual, perverted, interpreted, and regurgitated version of truth, which truly is always the lie. I don't know if you're ready to make that choice, and only you can know that. But the great mystery knows if and when you make it, and the way will be shown to you very clearly. Whatever needs to happen to help you will happen. Whoever needs to appear to teach you will appear. It is the law. In all of it, you have absolute free will. You can say yes or no, as always. But every so-called solution, political program, every policy, every plan, and every agenda will always fall short and inevitably lead to the same results here on earth, as long as those who come up with the solutions, the policies, and the programs are not truly in the Spirit and reunited with God. What if not this? When if not now? And who if not you? Would you like to get access to exclusive content as well as being part of a community of like-minded people posting, sharing, and connecting on a deeper level? Come join the Inspired community on Locals, where we share more intimately and privately and do our Coffee and Truth live streams, as well as our Honey Talks show, the only Inspired show with Christine Nolan. The Inspired community is absolutely uncensored and unfiltered, a place for truth, authenticity, and freedom. Join us now at inspired.locals.com or click on a link in the video description.